Good morning, fourth maths students. Now we will continue the topic outlining to constructivism. This is the last video on this topic, and what do I feel is that constructive learning and constructive teaching is nothing but doing a dissertation or project, and we all do dissertation, a project at the MA level and the PG level. All of us, whatever the discipline could be, English, Tamil, Maths, Physics, Chemistry, Botany, Zoology, whatever the discipline could be. When you go for PG in that particular discipline, we all must do a dissertation. Okay, so when you study MSc Mathematics, you must do a dissertation, and the dissertation is nothing but constructive learning, and it is nothing but constructive teaching as well. Okay, so students themselves construct their knowledge, they themselves give us the finding, and we all discuss them. Okay, so how your dissertation is done at the PG level. See, at the fourth semester, we will be actually when I was studying MA at MA, and we were exactly 36 students, and exactly 9 professors were there, and for each professor 4 students is allotted, and these 4 students should approach the professor, and I studied so-and-so book, and I feel this, I would like to do some research on this particular topic, and with this permission, and go ahead. Okay, and then I have to collect, read about the topic, read more about the topic. My topic was teaching English for dyslexic students. Okay, dyslexia is a term inspired from the movie Tariq and Iqbal, and how to teach the English to those students, and that was my dissertation. And I have to read lots of books, and after reading lots of books, from the points I have to gather information. I have to find out in a particular classroom situation what can I do, what can an English teacher do. Okay, so this is a kind of constructing knowledge, and how to teach English for to dyslexic students. Okay, and so this is example of constructive learning and constructive teaching. And what happens, sir, and that's what we are going to discuss in this video. And so here it is given at the primary level, there is no need for teacher, there is no need for school children to go for constructive learning and constructive teaching. And practically at the PG level, we are following constructive learning and the constructive teaching. Only for dissertation alone, we are following this. Okay. So only for dissertation, we are following constructive learning and the constructive teaching. But what I am saying, and what the educationists are saying is that constructive learning and teaching should be there even at the secondary education level itself. Okay, and complete route learning should be avoided, and constructive learning and teaching should be encouraged. Okay, and so that is the thing. And as an English teacher or even as a maths teacher, how can we implement this constructive teaching? So as a teacher, how are you going to implement the constructive teaching? Okay, so essential components to constructivist teaching. And the first point, elicit prior knowledge. New knowledge is created in relation to previous knowledge. Pre-test warm-up is necessary with the subject. Okay, so when we see at the PG level, it is responsibility of the students to go to library and refer books and have and take down points and have various topics. And then the student should approach the professor, and these all my topics. Can I do research on this? Okay. So that's how presentation is made. So therefore, teachers should encourage students a kind of pre-knowledge. Okay, previous knowledge should be encouraged. That is, even at the primary level, role training is done, and from that, constructive teaching should be prepared. Okay, and so therefore, students, teachers should encourage students to have previous knowledge. And so what is the level of students, a kind of pre-test to warm up are necessary with the subject. Okay, so in this subject, so what is the level of students, and accordingly topic should be given to the students. Okay, so pre-test to warm up a kind of test, and what are the things that you know. Likewise, the session should be conducted by a teacher. So eliciting the prior knowledge. The previous knowledge is essential, and accordingly the teacher should give topics. And create cognitive dissonance. Okay. So assign problem activities that challenge students. The assignment should not be simple. Okay. So cognitive dissonance. Dissonance is contradiction. Muranpada. Okay. So that is and the teacher should not be easily, the topic for the students should not be very easy or simple. Students should find the activity, the problem as a challenging one. There should be some kind of level of difficulty, and the solution should not be found out easily by the students. So therefore, cognitive dissonance, a little bit of difficulty should be given to the students by the teachers. Okay, so the problems given by the teacher and activities should not, definitely should not, they should not be simple, and a level of difficulty should be given by the teacher to the students. And the third point, apply knowledge into feedback. Teachers should be in touch with students and should give proper feedback. The way how students are doing and what are they doing should be properly guided by teachers. Okay, and practically when you go for PG, and there it is responsibility of the students to approach professors. Okay, and let's say at the school level, it is responsibility of the teachers. The teachers should approach students. So, what have you done in this week? What have you done for the presentation? What are the works that you did? Have you referred library? And have you visited that place? And have you encouraged these people? Have you find out your case study? Likewise, proper feedback should be given by a teacher to the students. And no, this is a mistake. You have to enter in this way. You have to read in this way. And you have to tomorrow you have to do this one. Likewise, teachers should guide the students for the dissertation or further to create their own knowledge. Okay, so teachers should be in touch with the students. And okay, you do whatever you want. That's all. You yourself construct knowledge. You yourself give the findings. And likewise, teachers cannot be irresponsible. Teachers should follow the students, and teachers should give. There should be a kind of guide in their work. Okay, and reflect on learning. Okay, after the work, all should gather and share their experiences. I mean, this is what we all do, and after completing presentation, we all of us we gather. All professors will gather, both the juniors and the other professors will gather, and they will. All of us will gather and share. So this is my topic, and for us it did not happen. In my batch it did not happen. Unfortunately, this thing happened. I visited these kinds of literary meet. Okay, my seniors, so this is they will show the book. So this is my topic, and I had difficulty in this one, and my professor helped in this way, and then he gave the solution for that, and with this I find this is my findings. And I have to visit government. The government school alone they are permitting, private school they are not permitting, and likewise they share their own experience in doing the research. And so then only so I created a knowledge. The knowledge should be shared by I should share my knowledge to everyone. Then only it is useful. Okay. So after the work, all should gather and share their experiences, and that's how constructive learning and constructive teaching is complete. Okay. So example, I already gave the PG level dissertation is the best example, and even engineering, each one will be given a project, and project work is nothing but a kind of constructive learning. Okay. And when you go for PG and case study, unfortunately you do not go for case study, and I do not know whether you had a case study, and that is the best example of constructive learning. So you select a student and you find out what are the problems with the student, and you give suggestion to students and follow up whether the student improved his performance or not. So likewise, this is example of constructive learning. So empirical based learning. So case study. So you select a student and you find out the problem with the student, and you give remedial measures. And after taking remedial measures, so what are the things happen in the particular students with the particular student? This is example of case study is example of constructive learning. Okay. So visiting and observation and inquiry. So you visit Mahabalipuram and you inquire with the people, so what are the problem, and how this particular statue is constructed, and what do you say, and how people live in that area, and I mean now how people are living, and in those days how people are how people lived in those days. So that's how. So that is example of inquiry-based learning. That is example of constructive learning. And the problem-based learning, giving problem in the subject or in society. Okay. So I will say for maths, derive a formula. You yourself derive a formula. And this is actually this is a PhD topic in algebra, trigonometry, what are the subject, and you yourself should derive a formula. So I mean, this topic should be there in for PhD, I guess so. And at the MA level, the topic is minimized. So this is a problem for math students. I say you yourself develop a formula. And for English, so how can we change the teaching? How can we improve the teaching methodology for grammar or prose or poetry? So what is the problem here in the present method, and why I should select the other method, and how that method would be implemented? Okay. So these are the things. See, say for example, if you take online classes, okay, and for online classes, some students, I mean, even in your class, there are some students who do not have network. Okay, how can I teach those students? And for some students, they don't have a mobile phone or laptop, nothing they have, and how can they be provided online education? Okay. So, I mean, even a single student who cannot afford to online classes, and public examination should not be conducted. There could be 5 lakhs or even 7 lakh plus 2 or 10th standard students. And see, 5 lakh students, there are 5 lakh plus 2 students, and only 1 year you cannot afford to online classes. then even in that case, public examination should not be conducted because it is injustice. Okay, so when all students are given online education and one student cannot afford, and you yourself study and prepare for the examination, you have must write online examination, then that is completely injustice. Okay, then when this is the case, all of us should confine in the home alone, and how can we provide education and to that student? And this is a huge problem for us, and we need to do research on it. It will take some time, but see, regular research is regular constructive learning is that it will take time. This is a big problem. Okay. But action plan is also example of constructive learning, and this doesn't come under it doesn't come under the topic of PhD research, but definitely come under constructive learning. So, as an educationist, how can I provide education to the student who cannot afford for online education? Okay. So, what are the steps that what are the action plan? Immediately, see for the present batch of +2 and 10th standard students, how can I do it? This is an action plan. This is an example of constructive learning. Okay, so this is a problem in society, and how can I solve this problem? The teacher should take steps and solve the problems. Okay, and I mean, actually, in reality, online courses and maximum online through online education is still continued even all over the world. Okay, and all over the world, online education is done, but the problem is there are a few, not many students. There are a few students who cannot afford to online education, and there is no solution for it, but we all must find out a solution for it. So that is the example of constructive learning which we teachers are going to do. And cooperative learning maximum students groups. Okay. So in case of recitation, you alone should do your work, but but real constructive learning is not so. You can work as groups. Okay, you 5 students should. I will give you a topic for these 5 students, and you do some research. So you 5 students visit Mahabalipuram. You 5 students visit Kerala. Likewise, I will give you a topic, and this is a kind of cooperative learning, and so that's how constructive learning should be done by teachers. When you become teachers, often we should go for constructive teaching, and this is how we have to go for constructive teaching for the school learning. Okay, so obviously the topic is going to be this one, and do it as 2 marks. Okay, as an English teacher, I repeat, as an English teacher, how are you going to implement constructive teaching at the secondary school level? Okay, how are you going to implement constructive teaching at the secondary level as an English teacher? Okay, so this is the question, and with this video, this topic route learning to constructive learning is over. Thank you.